Hello, my name is Wesley Yngsdal, and this is my video blog on Charles Spurgeon, also known as the Prince of Preachers. Spurgeon was born on the 19th of June, 1834, in Essex, England. Now, at the age of 15, Spurgeon was converted to Christianity. As the story goes, he was on the road traveling when a snowstorm hit, and he found shelter in a nearby church. While he was inside, he heard a message from Isaiah 45:22. It said, "Look unto me, and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God, and there is no one else." In May that year, he was baptized. He preached his first sermon the next year while filling in for a friend. The people had enjoyed his preaching so much that he gained a reputation as a prodigy pastor and began preaching at his first church later that year. At the age of 19, he was called to pastor the prestigious New Park Street Chapel in London. The New Park Street Chapel was famously pastored by Benjamin Keach, John Gill, and John Ripion. However, the church was not doing well in terms of weekly attendance. Spurgeon's ability as a preacher gained him fame almost instantly, and the next year, Spurgeon started publishing his sermons and selling them on a weekly basis for a penny apiece. These sermons that were published are some of the best-selling works of literature in the history of the world. His preaching was easy to understand for the people he was preaching to, unlike most preachers of the day. He became so popular that his church outgrew their building and had to relocate to Exeter Hall and then to Surrey Music Hall. In these venues, Spurgeon frequently preached to audiences of more than 10,000 people. In 1856, Spurgeon married Susanna Thompson, and they had twin sons, Charles and Thomas, later that year. Thomas would eventually go on to succeed Spurgeon as the pastor of his church. In 1861, the church moved permanently to the Metropolitan Tabernacle, which could hold up to 6,000 people, 5,000 seated and 1,000 standing. Spurgeon was also involved in missions around the world. He invented the Wordless Book as a tool to spread the gospel to unreached people groups and to close the language barrier. This is basically a book of just colors, like a page of red. This would indicate Jesus' blood that was shed for us. And then maybe a page of white to indicate that is our soul being washed clean of all the sin because of Jesus, and that he is pure. My parents are missionaries in South Africa, and they use it regularly to teach kids about the gospel. Near the end of Spurgeon's life, the downgrade controversy happened. Spurgeon accused many of the Baptists for making the Bible less important than it was and for introducing liberalism into the church. Spurgeon pulled his church away from the Baptist Union and broke any ties they had. So some of Spurgeon's major accomplishments are, by the time of his death in 1892, he had preached nearly 3,600 sermons and published 49 volumes of commentaries, sayings, anecdotes, illustrations, and devotions. It is estimated that in his lifetime, Spurgeon preached to around 10 million people. Spurgeon had a profound effect on the Baptist community when he lived, and this effect is still lasting today by inspiring young men to become preachers and to always stand strong in what they believe. Thank you.